All right. And I'm live. And so I haven't been live for quite some time, but I'm back. Let's see who comes in. Anybody here? Not yet, not yet, not yet. All right. So I'm going to be drawing from the first few pages of this book. Hold up. Nice sound there. Cartooning the head and figure by the one and only Jack Ham. And this is a book I definitely recommend if you want to start drawing simple faces. And nobody's coming in. Where's everybody at? Let's see. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely do that. So we're going to go ahead and erase something. Let's see. Figured I'd use my whiteboard today. Kind of left y'all hanging for quite some time. But I'm back. And I'm going to be back every day in May. What's up? Somebody popped in. Hey, whoever you might be. Just gonna draw some faces in this old cartooning the head and figure book. Anybody have this book at home? I think I said in my other live stream I have a ton. Thanks for the hearts and the shout out. Thank you. 27 people. Out of the 27 people here, does anybody have this book? I would be interested in knowing who has this book. Hey, shout out. What's up? Let's see, who is this? We got Jose. What's up, Jose? We got Cynthia in the building. What's up? Oh, you do have the book. Cool, Cynthia. You got the book. Okay, cool. Have you used it? I think I told you all in my last live stream. It's been a minute, but I have a whole bunch of how to draw books, old and new, and I just like collecting them. So, yeah, only one. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for being here and chiming in. Uh, what's some of your favorite parts of this book? I'll tell you one of my favorite parts. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna draw from one of my favorite parts of this book. All right, so I'm gonna use my trusty whiteboard. I'm gonna do the pink and blue, but I'm going to draw from page 2 in this book. It's one of my favorite parts of the book. The first 2 pages, or the page 2. All right, so we're just going to draw right away. All right. So this is basically about how to draw a face with dots, lines, and like check marks, basically. So we're going to do that. How about that? Sorry about the squeaky. All right, let's see. Yeah, but I can't. Don't call the police. Somebody came in our house and they're shooting my. Well, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Okay, well, Tell them to watch the stream, and maybe, instead of shooting, they can learn how to draw a face. Hopefully, you're joking, because that would be bad. And maybe hide under the bed or something like that, because that sounds dangerous. All right, so we're gonna start out with a blue circle for the face, and then let's do some dots for the eyes. Y'all should draw along with me, because clearly, if you want to be the best artist of all time, you have to learn how to draw faces with dots. All right, so I'm drawing directly from this book too, but this is how they did it. So, face. And it is a face. It's a very simple face. But making really simple faces like this actually can help you get better at drawing. Because watch this. All right, so that's simple. That's 4 dots, and that created a face, right? So we got 4 dots. But check this out. So I'm going to erase these dots. I'm going to keep the same shape for the face. But then let's do this. Let's put the dots together. And then let's spread them out like this. That's a different face. Just because just rearranging the dots, right? But let's do it again. All right, so let's do it like this. Dots up here. Let's put the nose down here. Let's put the mouth real close to the nose. And just like that, another face. All these can be different characters. And of course, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put some ears on here, just some simple ears. All right. Letter C, right? So, but you can make, let's say you wanted to draw a comic strip. You could start out like this with a circle, little C's on the side for eyes, right? And then, yeah, you can draw, let's say you draw 3 circles, right? And then you just arrange the 4 dots in different ways, and that'll create 3 new characters. And I think I just erased some of the head. I did. It's all good. All right, check this out. Now we're going to do lines for the eyes, nose, and mouth. All right, so let's go. All right. And I hope you're drawing along with me. And just like that, another face. And of course, you could do this too, right? You could like kind of combine the two. You could add the little dots, right? Yeah, some little dots, make that a nose. But that's not what we're doing. I'm kind of cheating, because we're supposed to stick to just the lines for the eyes. All right, so let's do some more lines for the eyes, nose, and mouth. All right, let's put some eyes, some small lines right here. But let's do a nose like that. And let's do a mouth like that. See? That's a totally different face. But what you should do is draw circles, and then just draw different lines, spacings, and that'll create a new character. Let's actually do baby features. Let's make something look kind of like cute. Let's see if we can do that with just lines. Because I think we could. Do y'all know how to draw something that looks cute? All right, so here we go. Draw some long eyes like that. Little nose, little mouth. And actually, for this to look cuter, let's slide those lines down on the shape. Like that. Now it kind of looks like it's sleepy, but that makes it look cuter. Hey there. What's up? That's pretty good. I know it's just a circle, 2 C's on the end for the ears, and then just lines for the eyes, nose, and mouth. You guys should draw. I do this all the time. I'll draw like a whole bunch of shapes, and then I'll purposely just try to make faces with dots, lines, check marks, or other shapes and stuff. It actually helps you be more creative and gets your creative juices flowing. I think I can say that on the internet, right? Yeah. It really gets your creativity going. And you really, when you're doing art, you're really secretly kind of doing math at the same time. So if you notice, uh, what I keep doing is, oh, thank you. Thanks for all the thumbs up and stickers and stuff. But part of putting things in different places, drawing is really about measuring. And it's not really explained to people like that when you're young, but it's just about measuring. So you're looking to measure how things are arranged and how where something should be uh, in context to or in relation to other stuff. So, um, but yeah, so here's another phase. And you're just using lines. And notice what I did too with the measurement. I kept all the lines the same length, but I just placed them, I spaced them out. So let's the same. I'm going to arrange them differently this time. So let's do this. Really close, like right in the middle of the face. But we're going to keep all the lines the same length. Now look, just like that. That's a whole different character. That's a different face. All the lines are the same length. Now let's say if we changed the length of one of the lines. All right? Now that's a different character just by changing that. But let's say we changed the length of these lines. That also creates a different character. All right, so now we did that with the lines. Let's do that with check marks now. And I hope you guys are drawing along. This is just a fun exercise just to get your creativity going. And also the reason why I use different colors or the pink or the red or blue, it's just, it just makes it fun to look at. And part of drawing and having a, like having fun drawing, part of it is really just keeping it exciting while you learn. And part of how I do that is I switch up the colors, right? So it just makes it fun to look at, and it'll make you want to go back and look at your drawings and stuff. So, all right, now we're gonna do check marks. All right, check this out. So I'm gonna do check, check. Now I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do check for the nose like that, and then for the mouth, another check. So check for the eyes. So the checks for the eyes and the mouth are the same size, and I did a big check for the nose. But that's a different face. That's a totally different character. And every time we change anything, we basically create a whole new character. And I appreciate you guys watching. Let's see here. I'm going to erase these checks, and we're going to do some more checks. Let's see. And I'm just making it up on the fly. I'll show you the book. I think one of you already has the book, but I'm not copying directly out of the book. I'm just using the concept. So, all right, let's try another one. Let's do some big checks for the eyes like this. Let's do a little check for the nose. And let's do a little check for the mouth. So the eyes are the same size check, and the nose and the mouth are the same size check. And that's a totally different character than before. Just by using math, meaning measurement, you know, this is bigger, right? Made the eyes big. And that's also what makes things interesting too. You make one feature really big or two features really big, but then make another feature really small, right? Uh-oh, somebody's trying to call me. Um, but I made the eyes really big and then made the nose and mouth really small. So that's also fun to do. I thought of another one I could do with the checks. Check this out. Check this out. All right, here we go. So we're going to do two checks for the eyes like this. A check for the nose like this. And then check for the mouth like that. And again, that's a totally different character. And at this point, the two eyes, the nose, and the mouth, all different sizes. and I have them spaced differently than I had the previous drawings, right? So changing the shape, well, changing the sizes and placement, that creates brand new characters. But another cool thing to do too, watch this. So this time I'm going to start out with the feature first. And that's a fun thing to do too. Start out with features first. So we're going to go back to the 4 dots up here. Start with 4 dots. Check this out. All right. And I'm going to space these pretty evenly, and I'm going to keep them the same size. But now watch what I do. Watch this magic, guys. Thanks for watching too, by the way. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me while I do this. All right, so we did a circle, right? But what if we just do this? A different character. I just changed the head shape though, but that's a totally different character now. All right. Oh, I just erased that eye by mistake. I got to put that eye back, y'all. Sorry. I got to put it back because I'm trying to do something. I hope you guys are drawing along with me because that's part of the fun. All right. So that eye is kind of wonky right there, but we're going to leave it. But let's see this. What if we do this? And guess what? That's a totally different character. But I kept the eyes, the nose, and the mouth the same. But that's a different character now. Right? That's the cool thing. And so you can just change the shape of the face and leave the features in the same place. And it's a different character. Okay, let's say we do this. And I'm just using shapes, but you can easily turn this into like a real face. And let's see, let's put the ears up here this time. That's a different character. Just by changing the shape of the face. I appreciate you guys for being in here and watching this. And these are simple tips on purpose because I want you to keep trying this and doing this. All right. Okay, well, let's do this. A heart character. That's cute, right? And now you have a character. Huh? Right? Now hearts are red though, not blue. But I guess it doesn't matter. That's the cool thing when you draw. You can kind of do whatever you want. All right, let's see what else. Now we're going to do this. So here's the other thing you can do. And we're going to stick with the dots. But watch this. So we're going to do 2 small dots, spread them out. But then I'm going to do a big dot for the nose. And then I'm going to do a small dot, the same size as the eyes, for the mouth. Now, guess what? That's a totally different character, even though we haven't even put a face to it. So what face shape should I give this? Any suggestions? What kind of face shape? I'll take your suggestions. Whoever says something first, I'll do that. Hopefully I can draw that shape. If I can't, oops, my bad. Let me see. Anybody say? What shape should I do for the face? Okay, I'll just do a random one. Let's do a circle one first. Because that's what I started out with, right? Circle face. Put the ears. And I could put the ears in any location. I'm just putting them right there. All right, that's a character, right? So, but I'm going to erase that face shape. Let's do a different face shape. And I think I'm going to put the ears in a different place this time. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do an oval. And this is ovalish. Yeah, that's what can do it. But what if we do this for the ears? Now, all of a sudden, it doesn't look quite like. What's up, y'all? Everybody that's in here. Hey, what's up? Thanks for watching. Now, when I changed it from a circle, it actually looked more like maybe a human face kind of cartoon. But as soon as I made it into an oval, because most humans don't have an oval shaped face, and then I put the ears on top of the oval, now it kind of looks like a bear or some kind of an animal, right? But notice these are just simple shapes. And just because you put the different shapes in different places and you arrange them in different ways, it could change. It could change what the character looks like. So that's kind of fun. Um, weird food. Oh, okay. Thank you guys for jumping in here and watching and liking the video. Let's see here. I'm gonna change the inside of the face now, but I'm gonna keep the circle. I'm gonna keep the 4 dots. I'm gonna just change how I do the dots. Now, if I'd have put those ears on the side, that we could have created Stewie Griffin. So I don't want to forget that. Now, because I have the ears at the top, it still looks like sort of an animal type of character. So, you know what? Let's change the dots to lines, and let's see what happens. Let's see what this looks like. Let me do that. And I might move those ears too. Let's see. Or no, I could keep it like that. All right, so got the eyes, got the nose, eyes. Both eyes are the same length. Nose and mouth are the same size or length. All right. And because I have the ears on top, it still kind of looks like it could be some kind of an animal or like a combination of a human and animal. But what if I move the ears? I'm going to move the ears. And let's see if we can make like a very simplified Stewie Griffin from Family Guy. Because he kind of has a football shaped head, right? But that's kind of like Stewie Griffin, right? And what does he have like isn't this kind of what he has? Doesn't he have like is that what he has? He has like 3 hairs or something like that. Is that how Stewie Griffin looks? But that's the cool thing too. If you want to learn how to draw caricatures of people, try doing this. Draw like a simple shape of the person's head and then try to represent the features on their face with like simple dots and simple lines to see if that simple drawing actually looks like that person. So that's another fun thing. But if I ask somebody, hey, what cartoon character is this? I think most people would say that looks like Stewie Griffin, possibly, even with just these simple, and of course, if I did like, the cool thing, you can always you can always do this, right? Now, if I do this, it's like obviously Stewie Griffin, right? But see how easy you can turn that into more of a character? All I did was just add a curve on the top, curve on the bottom. But that's why it's cool to just start out with lines, because you can always just add to it. And just that simple. And a cool, tricky thing you can do too is let's erase that nose. Because I think Stewie has like a triangle nose. Is that right? I think. I'm trying to do it from memory. I think that's kind of the nose he has, right? I think that's the kind of nose he has. It's a triangle nose. I haven't looked at Stewie in a while. I haven't watched Family Guy in a long time. All right. But yeah, if I ask somebody who that was, does that look like Stewie Griffin to y'all? Like a little bit? You tell me. All right. So we're going to erase that now. And I'm going to be doing a series of videos where I show how to draw very simple faces. Starting tomorrow will be the first video. It's not going to be a live stream, though I will be live streaming more. I'm just trying to figure out my setup in the lighting. I didn't really plan the lighting out too well today, but we'll figure that out. But I'll be doing a series of videos for every day. I got them already planned out for the whole month of May, where I'll be showing you how to draw simple drawings, simple faces, basically, using some of the techniques that we're talking about in this video that came from this book. So, That's really screechy. But so this book, let's see here. Make sure you guys can see this. So, simple yet profound facts about cartooning. And this is an older book, but yeah. Set down 4 dots. Set down. That's funny how I talk. Like, yeah, anyway. 4 dashes. I call it 4 lines, but they're dashes, right? 4 checks, right? And so this is how they did it. 4 dots, 4 lines, 4 checks. As you can see, I kind of started out like they did, but then I kind of just started doing my own thing, right? With what I was drawing in the video for you. But yeah, these are good exercises. And as you can see, I didn't really do what they did in the book because I wanted to show you that you can just kind of, once you know to use dots for eyes, dot lines or dashes for noses, or dots for eyes and noses and mouths, dashes for dots, dashes for eyes, noses, and mouths, checks for eyes, noses, and mouth, then you realize you can just make really interesting faces just with the simplest things. And you can put whatever head shape you want around it. And you can mix and match all of them. So you know what? That's what I'll do. Now I'm going to mix and match the dots, dashes, and checks. All right, here we go. Let me throw some ears on this thing. That's right, I said thing. Let's do some big ears too. All right. And these are just, it's just the letter C. Y'all can do that, right? But let's get real cartoony. But let's do this. Y'all saw these kind of cartoon ears, right? Come on, those are fun. All right. So now we're gonna just go draw some. Let me know if y'all like this video, because there's more to come. All right. All right. So we're gonna mix and match. Oh, I just realized I picked up my black. I was gonna call it a Sharpie. It's a dry erase marker. What am I talking about? All right, check this out. All right, so we're gonna mix and match, and I'm gonna start out with the dots for the eyes. Let's do a check for the nose. All right, and what should I do for the mouth? We'll do a line for the mouth. Now here's the funny thing about the line. That's a line for a mouth, right? But here's what's also interesting, because as long as it's a line, it doesn't actually have to be a straight line. Now think about that. This is a line too, you know? So I was showing you all just straight lines, but a line is a line. So it can be a straight line or it can be a curved line, right? That's a check. Those are 2 dots. So that's mixing and matching. And see, that's a different character from all the other ones we drew in this video before. All right, so I'm gonna keep this nose, keep those eyes. Let's try a different line. Let's do this. See, that's not cheating because it's still just a line. It's not a shape, it's just a line. Now this is the same character though, clearly because the nose and the eyes are the same, but I'm just changing the facial expression as far as the mouth goes, right? All right, let's change the mouth one more time. And I keep erasing the nose by mistake apparently, so let's not do that. Let's put that back. So 2 dots for the eyes, a check for the nose. And if I can do this without erasing the face, okay, apparently I can do that, but I can't stop erasing the nose. All right, so let's do it like this. Let's do, see, now he's sad. He's sad because not that many people are in here watching. Come back, guys. Are y'all liking this video? All right, let's switch up some more features. We're gonna mix and match again. Let's do line for the eyes. Remember, this is still a line. We're gonna curve it, right? Then let's do this for the nose. This is a dot. That's still a dot. It's an elongated dot, but a dot is basically just a circle. So this is an oval basically, right? So, and now we're gonna do a check for the mouth. Just a little bit, just a little check. And guess what? That's a different character. Because remember, the other character had checks for eyes. No, the other character had dots for eyes, right? And had a check for the nose. This character has lines for eyes, an oval, circle, dot for a nose, and then a check for a mouth. The other character had a line for a mouth, right? So again, that's how you can switch it up. But you know what? Let's make it look cute. And can you make a drawing like this look cute? Yeah, you can. All right, check it out. Let's do it. So we'll, hmm, how should we do that? I know what we'll do. We'll do it like this. Or this will be cute-ish. Let's go. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize that. Let's do a check for the nose again. And then let's do that for the mouth. Is that cute? You guys have to tell me. Is that cute? But you know what? Those ears got to come down because for cute characters, their ears can't be that high up. Usually, cute characters kind of have baby type features. And so everything is kind of at the bottom half of their face. That's what makes it cute. Like where the features of the face are placed. So let's do that. Let's put those big ears. Let's shrink them a bit. Let's put them down here. There we go. There we go. That's cute, right? That's cuter than the other guy, right? Is anybody still here? Yeah, y'all in here. That's what's up. Say what's up. Hey, 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 everybody watching. What's up? So, all right, we got dots for eyes, and notice that's how you can switch and mix all these features up, right? Dots, use dots for the features of the face. You could use lines for the features of the face or check marks. So again, dots for the features, lines for the features, checks for the features, dots for the features, lines for the features, checks. And then of course you can mix. Well, he didn't really show the mixing and matching, really. He kind of did here a little bit, but not much. I'm showing you more, so you can definitely mix and match these things. So there you go. And actually, if you really want to have some fun, then you can start adding stuff like this. If you really want to make it cute, now you kind of put some eyelashes on it, like that, right? If you want to make some hair and stuff like that, right? But the cool thing is just simply starting out with those little bitty simple things. And we could put like some little eye shine in there. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, put a little eye shine by removing a little bit. Let's see if I can do that here. I almost did it. I was almost there. All right. Thanks for popping in and watching. Did you all learn anything from watching this video? How long have I been on? I don't even know how long I've been live. 33 minutes. Did you guys learn anything? Was this video helpful? Let me know. Tell me, what do you struggle with drawing? Do you guys struggle with drawing anything? Let me know. What do you struggle with drawing? Matter of fact, I'm going to write that down. What do you struggle with drawing? What do you struggle with drawing? Let me know. And maybe we can work on it in a video. Perhaps. Well, there's that. What do you struggle with drawing? Do you struggle with anything? Is it something that you want to get some tips on, learning how to draw better? Let me know. Well, I think I'm I think that's it for right now. Just wanted to go live really quick. I appreciate everybody coming through and watching and thumbsing up. And I think I'm done for the moment. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. I'll be making videos every day in May. So hope you guys come and watch and enjoy. Thank you.